are 7 questions to ask yourself to find out if your mindset is costing you money. Hi, I'm Tammy. I'm a certified financial planner professional with 15 years at a Fortune 100 firm, and I help women combine money mindset with real financial skills so they can finally build the financial freedom they've been working toward. Hit follow so you don't miss this. Question 1. When you think about people who are wealthy, what is the first word that comes to mind? And is it positive or negative? If the first word is negative, greedy, lucky, dishonest, selfish, you've absorbed a belief that wealth and goodness are opposites. And that means your brain will unconsciously resist building wealth because it feels like you're becoming a bad person. You'll self-sabotage right when things start going well because you can't become what you've categorized as morally wrong. Question 2. Do you believe you're just not good with money? And if so, have you always believed that? Or did someone tell you that once and it stuck? Most people who say, I'm bad with money, are repeating an identity that they absorbed years ago, often from one comment, one failure, or one comparison. It's not a fact. It's a story that became a ceiling for you, and it's costing you because you're not building the skills you need. You've decided that you do not have the capacity. Now remember to save this so that you can come back to it later. Question 3. When you think about investing, does it feel like something people like you do, or something for people who are richer, smarter, or from different families or backgrounds? If investing feels like it belongs to a category of person that you're not in, you've signed an identity contract that says, people from my background don't do that. And your brain will resist crossing that invisible line. You're not building wealth because wealth-building behaviors feel like you're betraying your identity. The skill gap is real, but the identity gate is what's keeping you from even starting. Question 4. Do you tell yourself you'll start managing your money better when you make more? And if so, has that been true at every income level you've hit so far? If when I make more has been your answer for years, but more income hasn't fixed your problem yet, the problem isn't the paycheck. It's the belief that the system will fix itself with a bigger number. And it's costing you because you keep waiting for a future that never arrives. More money without a system just means more money moving through your life with no plan. Now comment below which question is hitting hardest for you so far. Question 5. When someone you know gets a promotion, a raise, or financial success, is your first feeling genuine happiness for them, or quietly comparing yourself and feeling behind? If other people's wins feel like evidence of your failure, you're operating from a place of scarcity, like there's only so much success to go around and theirs means less available for you. You're spending emotional energy on comparison instead of taking action in your own life, and you're absorbing I'm behind as an identity, which makes you less likely to take the steps that would actually move you forward. Question 6. Do you believe that if you became financially successful, your family or your friends might resent you, judge you, or treat you differently? If financial growth feels like it'll cost you relationships, you've absorbed a belief that success creates distance, so your brain will unconsciously keep you level with the people around you to preserve that sense of belonging. You're choosing financial struggle to protect that connection, but the belief itself is what's costing you, not the reality. Question 7. When you think about your financial future, do you feel like you have control over it? Or does it feel like something that just happens to you based on luck, the economy, or other circumstances? If you believe that your financial outcome is determined by external forces, you've adopted a victim mindset, and it removes you with your sense of agency or personal control in your life. You're not building the system or taking the steps that would create change because you don't believe they'll matter. And that belief, that it's out of your hands, is the single biggest blocker to financial progress. Now here's what's really happening. Every one of these questions reveals a limiting belief that's quietly running your financial decisions without you even knowing it. You're not bad with money. You're not undisciplined. You're not broken. You're operating on subconscious agreements that you signed years ago about who you are, what you deserve, what's possible for people like you, and whether financial success is even safe. And those beliefs, they're costing you. Not in one big dramatic moment, but in thousands of small decisions all the time. The raise you didn't negotiate, the budget you didn't start, the investment account you didn't open, the wealth you unconsciously kept yourself from building because your brain coded it as a threat to your identity or your relationships. The fix isn't willpower, it's awareness. Once you see the belief, you can renegotiate it. And once you renegotiate it, your behavior changes because you're no longer fighting your own nervous system. If one of these questions made you pause and think, oh yeah, that's me, you just found the belief that's been quietly running the show for you. Hit follow for more information like this, and save this so that you can come back and sit with these questions when you have the space and time. And comment below which question hit the hardest for you. I want to know what you're noticing. Let's go.